No. Okay. And we are in fact live. Perfect. And I already see that there's a couple chats in here. Hi Kiwi. Hi Mystic Mima. Hi. That's it. That's the two. Have fun. uh it's Ladies Fright and we're feeling right. Yeah. Show on stream. Yeah, it is Ladies Fright. That's right. Oh, hi. And okay, so I don't know if you know of James, who's like one of the chatters. Usually he likes to try to make my name not Ladies Fright. I think so far it's been like Ladies Fight, Ladies Rights. To which, when he said that, I was like, I did vote in my last election. Thank you for checking. I really appreciate that.
I love it. That's great.
Hi, Mystic Mima. How are you doing tonight? So, yeah, guys, I'm here with Stevie of Truth or Demons. It's a small podcast. You've probably never heard of her. It's, just kidding. So, where have you been, Loca? What's going on?
Man, I feel like I've been so out of touch with YouTube and the podcasting world, but I've been doing stuff behind the scenes. That's one
Nice.
thing that I think people may not know is that I have been observing and I have been taking notes and I have been doing a lot of writing.
Mm,
So I'm making a big comeback with lots of stuff.
yeah. Uh, the audience might not know this, and I'm sorry to give away your secret like this. Stevie's actually Santa Claus. So that's why she
I was really
has
busy.
she's been really busy. That's why she's been watching. She's had a list. She checked it twice. If you didn't get a gift, sounds like you need to check yourself. Let's see. Hi, Flower Coven. We were just actually talking about you recently.
Yeah.
And then Wisdom. Hi, how are you doing? Hey, I know these guys. Hey. Hey, you. Oh, okay. So that being said, because you've been out of the loop, just you haven't really been out of the loop. Let's be honest, like, but you haven't been in the loop. We'll say
Right,
for a
right.
little bit. What? How was your Christmas? Let's start with that. Let's just go basic.
It was
And guys,
good. It was chill.
yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Did you get anything nice from yourself? Because the mythos now is that you are Santa, and that's what I'm going with, and that's what I'll tell my future children too.
Yes, I did. I got myself kitchen stuff because I'm an old lady now and kitchen stuff is exciting. I
Ooh.
got some new knives.
That's actually really, really great.
I was really excited and I've been
What
using
is
them and
this we have here? Hi, Chris. We were also talking about you, too. But all good things. All good things. Talking about me? Yes, all good things. All good things. Yeah, so also if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. We're just doing a chill night. We'll probably talk some paranormal. We'll probably talk some gossip. Stevie and I Stevie and I have bonded over gossiping with each other, honestly. But yeah, so you got some nice knives. So, my husband originally grew up in Japan, and for one of our wedding gifts, my mother-in-law gave us a knife, which technically you're not supposed to give sharp objects for weddings. It's like bad luck.
oh wow,
It's because like if you give like scissors or knives, it suggests that you want to cut the relationship.
that makes sense.
I knew that's not what she meant. But it is the sharpest knife we own, and it's kept in a special box, and I refuse to touch it because it's very sharp.
I get that. Yeah, these new knives are very sharp and they're still in their special boxes. I need to get something to put them in.
Nice. Okay. Is this too much? So my mother. Okay, first off, sorry, Chris. No one ever talks about me unless I annoy them into it. No, that's not true. We were singing your praises. Don't you worry. Um. So so I have a knife block at my house. My mother-in-law, who's from Japan, mind you, says, "Why would you keep a knife block there? I keep my knives in the drawer," which also terrifies me. So I don't like it because I'm afraid I'm gonna reach in and cut my little fingies because that's what I would do.
Yep, that's why my
She,
knives are not in the drawer.
yeah. So she doesn't like the knife block idea because she's like, well, then like an intruder could come in and grab a knife, and I was like, but also wouldn't that be better because then I could see that a knife is missing versus going, Maybe they went through my drawer. I don't
That's true. It's
know.
exactly right.
Hi, Wayne's World. How you doing? Hi, Lisa. Hi, Stevie. Hi, chat. Yeah. So yeah, we just redid our kitchen, and I think I want to get new knives at some point too. And really want to get like a metal strip that you just like put the knives on, like the bigger
Yeah.
ones that don't
Yeah.
have a home in the knife block, because I think that's the goal.
Yeah, the little magnetic ones you can like hang on the wall.
Yeah.
Yes, I was
So
looking
what
at those.
you should get it. No. Get it because I want it. What did you say your husband is? My husband is half Japanese. He's also half Caucasian. Not giving too many identifying details. His dad was in the Navy and met his mom while he was abroad, and now I have a very nice husband.
I love that.
Yeah, Joan, put them in the back of the drawer. Oh, you mean sharp knives? Yeah. First off, why would I have dull knives?
I don't want them in the back of the drawer either because I can't see back there.
Yeah.
And then if I have to reach, yeah, no. Like the pizza cutter is the only sharp thing in the drawer, and I know exactly where it is.
Dude, I don't have a pizza cutter to be honest with you, which feels like a shame because I am in New Jersey and like pizza is next to the Holy Eucharist, honestly. Um but actually over the summer I was saying that we redid our kitchen. We got into the habit of making a lot of pizza because it's really easy to throw on the grill. So now I make a ton of pizza.
I love making
And,
pizza.
I did the go to one that we do is we call it an eggplant rollatini pizza, but like you like do a regular pizza and then you get eggplant cutlets and then ricotta cheese and like more sauce on it and do it that way. But one time I made a goat cheese and fig pizza, and I think I was the best chef that day. No one could tell me differently.
I love it. That's awesome. I do a lot of interesting combinations for pizza too because of like different food allergies and stuff. I'm always trying different combinations to satisfy my need for pizza.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. My sister has a magnetic strip above her stove handy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want that. How damn deep are your people's drawers? How are you putting the knives in? It doesn't matter. There's a sharp side to the knife.
I love it.
Hi, Julie. I hope you're doing well. don't don't listen to Chris about where to put your knives. Put them someplace safe. You're not gonna cut yourself. Oh God. Okay. But yeah, I guess we should just talk about kitchens this whole time.
I love it. Kitchens and knives. Yes.
Oh no, that you know what? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's really good to talk about. So yeah, you said you had a good Christmas. You got you got kitchen stuff. Perfect. Do you have any plans for this upcoming year?
To try and eat right is my only goal because I
Mm-hmm.
have food allergies, and if I don't abide by them, I'm miserable. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. It is so
Yeah.
hard to eat right and maintain it. Like I can do it for a couple days, and then I get bored, or I get a craving, or I just get lazy. There's just so many things that happen. So that is my one goal for the new year is to try and maintain eating right.
Mm. What What does eating right look like to you in that way? You don't have to
So
obviously give your medical history
no,
if you don't
no,
want
no.
to.
I just have to avoid certain things that I really love, and that's the hardest
Oh,
part. Like, I love sugar, and
okay.
I love pizza, and I can't have most of what's on pizza. Like, I have gluten allergy, I have a dairy allergy. Like, all these things cause me pain. So I
Oh.
either suffer and enjoy my food, or I don't enjoy my food and I feel better.
Okay, hold on. One more time. Chris. No, really, we have a vase, he's saying, full of rice for our knives.
What?
What are you talking? Send us a picture of what you're talking about. I
How does
First off,
everyone store their knives?
I don't- I'm going to put this in a very gentle way, and I mean this with the most love. I am married to a Japanese man who grew up in Japan. That's not what rice is for. Our bin of rice is for eating. If I put knives in it, that feels like a murder mystery plot. Okay.
I love that.
I usually don't go blindly into a drawer and cut myself. 52, never cut myself getting a knife out of the drawer. I would.
Well,
I'm
I don't know
Julie.
how
I'm
many times.
so glad, but I would.
Yeah, no, I don't know how many times I'm in the kitchen and I'm in a hurry or I'm trying to do a bunch of things at once and I open a drawer, just muscle memory, reach in, knowing where things are. I don't want to be surprised by sharp objects.
um, are you saying you're a merman? And how is this related to any of this?
Oh my goodness.
That's the woman. It's a woman symbol, but I don't know what you're doing, Chris. Okay. Hubby is ready to be invaded. That's not what we call that. My God, Chris is being extra weird over here.
This chat
LOL.
is great.
It's cheaper than a block and works great. Get a magnet strip. It can't be that expensive.
The magnet strips are not expensive. They're pretty cheap.
Oh my God. Oh, we have to teach knife safety. You know, like not to like pass it blade side out. You gotta like hand the people the handle, right? Everybody. Does it work, Chris? Don't give people ideas. Oh no. We're gonna have like an uptick in like this comment section of people being like, I cut my hand after this episode.
Yes.
Wow, this chat is suddenly random. I'm sorry, Missy. It's because we kind of came in and we're talking about
No, I love it. I
unusual
love it.
things.
I love
Yeah,
randomness.
it's great. So eat right is your plan for like the new year. That sounds great. I know everyone's like talking about traveling and stuff like that. Do you have any? You don't have to say where you're going, but do you have any travel plans coming up?
I do have big travel plans and I will
Ah,
be announcing them later after they're done because, yeah.
you should always do that. Fun tip,
Yes.
everybody.
Safety first.
Don't post pictures of your trip until you're home, so people
Yes.
don't go to your house.
Yes.
um, actually, speaking of that, I have a kind of fun story. It's not a full fun story. So we bought this house not that long ago, and we went on a vacation. No, we went to a wedding, and we were gone. And we come home. It's like a week later, and we had a dog sitter stay at the house. And my husband texts me and he goes, "Did you move the latch on the back fence?" And I went, "Why would I do that?" No, I haven't even used that like fence or that gate. And he goes, "It got moved, but like to a place that it's like more like so it was a little low, and you had to like lift the gate and put it in, and then it was like at the right height all of a sudden, and like you could clearly see where it was moved." And I was like, "No, I didn't move that." And he's like, "Do you think the dog sitter moved it?" And I said, "No. Why would the dog sitter move it?" And they're like, we're like looking at each other like, do you think the neighbor moved it? And we like, so my husband goes over and he knocks and he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" The neighbor's like, "I'm good." And he goes, "Did you move our latch?" And the guy's like, "Oh yeah," like because we share a fence. And he's like, "Yeah, like a bear went over and knocked over the bird feeder, and I had to go fix it, and it was like on your side, and I couldn't get it shut, so I just moved the latch so I could shut the gate." And we're like, "That's so cool. Did you want to tell us?"
Yeah. It would have been nice to know that.
We were home for days. He's like, "Oh yeah, I hadn't seen you." And I was like, "You could have left a note."
Yeah.
And like we asked the dog sitter. The dog sitter's like, "I did hear a noise one day, and I just didn't look outside." And I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
"We need to talk to this neighbor because I can't just be like letting the dogs out one day and then he's just there in my yard. I'll lose my mind." Oh no. Are you...
I'm here.
Okay, good. It's
It
sorry.
first for a minute on my end too.
Yeah, it was like connection's not great. Oh, let's see what this chat is saying. "You're not afraid they'll fall from the magnet?" No, that's not how magnets work, bud.
They're apparently extremely strong. I was reading reviews about them.
Yeah. Hi, Glitter Flame. How are you doing? All the amazing YouTubers I come to know, Joan is definitely without question the most recent. Thank you. I really appreciate that timeline. Of all, Jesus, I need to pipe down. Don't bring Jesus into this. It was just his birthday. Leave him alone.
Chris thinks I need to have more Jesus in my life. He tells me all the time.
He tells you. More Jesus specifically or Jesus?
Jesus, I think he confuses my family and friends on Facebook because he'll comment on some of my posts just randomly that I need more Jesus in my life.
You just need.
I find it hysterical, but I think he confuses people.
Chris, you over here spreading the good word. That man has never told me that I need Jesus yet in our very short time of knowing each other. Oh no, he wouldn't. You know why he won't? Because I told him I was an altar server for a while. More,
That's amazing. That's
more,
amazing.
more Jesus. Yes. I'm sorry. I jokingly say I'm a recovering Catholic. I
No, I get
I
it. I get it.
yeah. I don't have the belief, but I still have the guilt.
I hear that a lot about Catholics, and I grew up in the Bible Belt, so there's a
Oh
yeah.
yeah. So going into this, I know you've probably answered this before, but like, have you had? I guess like let's do. Have you ever had a paranormal experience, and then have you had a recent paranormal experience?
Oh, I like that question.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I have. I've had several in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So over the course of my show and my research and learning things and meeting people and learning things from them, I'm more skeptical now than I ever was. I still think some of my experiences were legit paranormal, like unexplainable. I wouldn't say they were specifically a ghost. I would never say they were a demon or anything like that, but things I can't explain. My most prominent one, I guess, would probably be I saw my brother. So I have my younger brother is a twin, and his twin didn't make it. He passed at birth, so we never got to grow up with him or anything. But he was always a part of our lives. Like we talked about him. We discussed like all the stuff about just keeping him relevant and everything. And when I was 13, I was camping out and living with my little brother, and he was snoring, and he woke me up. And whenever he would do that, I would punch him because siblings, and
Yeah.
he was annoying me. So and he's 4 years younger too. So he woke me up, and I rolled over to punch him. And when I had my arm raised, and I opened my eyes, and I saw him standing above himself, and it scared me, and I blinked, and he was gone, and I ran to my room and hid under the blankets until the next day. So I don't know if that was my imagination. I don't know. It was so real. I saw him plain as day, standing above himself, looking down at himself sleeping, and it's just seared in my memory. And it's one of the ones I always think of when people ask me if I've had a paranormal experience, because we talk about him, we feel him around. My brother's been in a major car accident that he probably shouldn't have walked away from, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely no injuries, and so that's a thing for us. Like we think his brother watches over him. So that's one reason I still believe in the paranormal. But recent experiences, I do have one. This is actually really fun. I'm so glad that it popped into my head and I didn't forget. So as most of my audience knows, I don't know if you know, but I had a pet squirrel, and her name was Maple.
Okay. I
And I
feel
had
like
her
I
for
do know about Mabel Un Petit Poo, but yeah,
a little bit.
go
I
on.
did have her on one time, and I've talked about her a little bit. And then I did a post for she passed away recently. We
Oh,
had her
I'm
for 4
sorry.
years,
Okay.
and there's many reasons that they can pass. Like they can have different deficiencies in vitamins and stuff, or just happens.
Do you
And
know how
their life
long?
expectancy is like 2 to 6 years in the
Yeah.
wild, and
Yeah.
then it can be up to 20 in captivity with the right, I guess, conditions and such. But the longest
Really?
I think was like 8 years or something.
Because like rats only are like 2 to 4 years. Like
Yeah, I've read a story about one that lived up to like 20 or something. So, but yeah,
that's
2 to 6 is pretty
crazy.
average. So yeah, but right after she passed, we cleaned up her cage and everything, took it all apart, cleaned out that room because she had her own room just to keep the dogs away from her. But recently, I heard her in her room playing in her cage, and my boyfriend heard her in her room playing in her cage. And we've both heard her several different times in the room playing in her cage. And we're really not sure if we have a ghost squirrel or if it's just like noises we're thinking is her because it sounds similar. But like that's my most recent experience. I think we have a ghost
Yeah.
squirrel.
Not to bring down the experience. I'm giggling to imagine you open the door and it's actually just another squirrel that got in somehow. That's just like
Man,
using the stuff.
that would be so funny.
Yeah. Who's to say there's no like squirrel reincarnation though? Who
Right,
knows?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it also makes me wonder because of like when you talk about a haunting, you have the different options. Like, is it residual? Is it intelligent? That kind of thing.
Hmm.
Is it residual? Is it just energy that's flowing through that room because it did for so long?
Hmm. Hmm. That yeah. That is really interesting. Glitter says, "Wow, it's amazing, Stevie." Uh, I would like to say that Florio is in the chat, and I did wave at her saying hi.
Yay!
Uh,
Hi.
but that being said, I found one. Stop. Sorry, the chat jumps on
Oh
this.
no, I know. Yeah, it makes me so angry.
Yeah. Okay. So Wayne over here specifically wants to ask you, not me. I don't really care, but Wayne wants to know what your thoughts on the Warrens are.
They're my favorite people. I love them so much.
I think they're outstanding people. They've never done anything questionable ever.
Right? I mean, wait, are we talking about real life or the movies?
I was saying I don't know anybody who is more deserving of a movie franchise.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a man who yells at people?
Who
Maybe
cannot handle criticism of any kind.
I specifically love a man who, might possibly yell at me because I disagreed with him.
Yeah.
It's really I know I'm married, so don't like tell my husband, but yeah, like yeah.
Or a man who talks over his wife when she's trying to be reasonable.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh that, you know, I think, a man who's willing to open his home up to wayward girls is also like really something special.
Very. Yeah.
And like the fact that his wife maybe, possibly, allegedly, who knows, could drive her to elective doctor appointments seems
Yeah.
very nice as well.
With like the caveat of threats and
Hmm.
and such.
Yeah. Oh, we said the Warrens too many times. Hi, Eric. What's up?
I love that.
He was summoned.
Yes. His ears were burning.
Yeah, actually, Stevie told me this on the side. She says she's done with the Warrens. She's never gonna talk about them again.
No, absolutely not. I'm
Yeah,
through.
through done.
People will be losing their minds.
She says she went and talked to Elton, and she went to the occult museum, and she said, "Legit, checks
I
out."
believe it all of
Yeah.
it.
Uh,
I got convinced by all those so I think there's like 2 or 3 content creators that have been had content approved to release,
Mazel.
and one
Good
of
for them.
them I'm very very frustrated by. I will not name them just because I don't like to be ugly, but I thought they were coming to the side of the truth and they were starting to understand things because they were starting to present truths on their page, and now all of a sudden everything in the Warrens is haunted, and I'm so disappointed.
Uh, I do we get into it? I mean, let's just get into it. What's your take on all the stuff that's been happening? I know certain people in the community are not talking about it. I don't fully know what's going on right now. It feels real shady. Doesn't feel good with anything. Um
So I'm going to tell you something someone told me one time when it came to these situations.
yeah.
Trust your gut.
Okay. I usually do. I'm honest. Stevie
So
knows. Like
like
I text her and I go, "This isn't good. I don't like it."
yeah, yeah. There's a lot stirring. There's a lot I don't know. There's a bit I do know.
Okay.
It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
wild. It's kind of like how did this even come to be with it's so bizarre. Like, it's so bizarre to know that there's all this fighting, there's all these legal threats, there's all this money. There's
Yeah.
so much money.
I mean, that's
It blows my mind.
yes, Joan. We feel Elton is a bit feminine. I don't think he is. He would know anatomy better if he
He would.
was.
Yes.
Yeah. I I'm just gonna say it. Now I'm gonna get spicy. Not really. It's not that spicy. Okay. My whole fucking so one day Stevie and I were talking because I don't watch any ghost hunting stuff. It's just not my jam. I've said it before. I really like the narrative of everything. Not a huge fan of like yelling in the dark. And I'm not saying ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. I can't imagine yelling at them in the dark is helpful right now. um, and she sends me this thing of Elton going like, "Oh, the fire doll." Well, or not the fire doll. It wasn't even the fire doll. It was the car crash. He's like, "Yeah, there are articles on it. You should just look harder."
Yeah, you're not a good enough researcher if you can't
Yeah.
find it.
So like my whole thing about this is that Elton is now the owner of a museum. A museum is a place where knowledge is curated. That's why they have museum curators. Do you think the Smithsonian is you're gonna point at something in the Smithsonian and go, "What's that?" And you go, "Look at the second page of Google, you idiot." Ugh.
Such a brilliant point.
They don't do that.
No.
You hold the knowledge. You're supposed to be a source of knowledge. If I'm asking where are they, you should know in the archives where they are. But that tells me it's not archived information. And I understand they're going through this whole thing where they're looking for stuff, but you know what happens when museums have stuff and they can't really verify what it is? They don't display it.
Mm-hmm.
They take it back or they make a note.
We don't have it.
Yeah. They make a note. Oh, okay. Sorry. Soapbox off. That's like it's no. I'm back on it. It's the whole trust me, bro, of it that gets me so frustrated because there's so much outside of this realm. There's so much anti-intellectualism where there's a lot of why are you asking about this? Just go off vibes, king. Just go off vibes, queen. Who cares? And like, I'm a vibe girl. I'll ride a vibe till the end of the day. I cannot stand when people ask for information and ask for help on something, and you are the owner of the information and you refuse to give it someone. Do not gatekeep that information, or don't own a museum.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, don't claim to educate people on the paranormal. Where's the education?
Cree asks, do you think it's okay to make accusations against someone that were not made when he was alive and now that he's dead and can't defend themselves? Not saying you're wrong, just curious. If they're first off, I don't think that just because you've passed away means that you are exempt from judgment for the actions you took in this lifetime. I think the actions you took in your life define who you are as a person. That being said,
accusations, they are facts.
That's the other thing is that I would agree with you that's why I did say allegedly. I would agree with you if these accusations were unfounded and this was coming out of nowhere. It's not. There have been multiple people who've come out and said that there was a relationship between these two people. And I know that there is some back and forth about whether the person considers it inappropriate. But the point is that I would make, and like that is up to them. They can decide what they want to take that experience as. For me, if I had a child at that age going and living in someone's house that was not a blood relative and was not part of a system of care, I would find it inappropriate.
Yep. My thing is I have this thing with the accusation thing. Like, I really find it inappropriate to publicize accusations without any kind of evidence. It really frustrates me for accusations to be flung around in any direction for anyone, deceased or alive. So when it comes to Ed, they're not just accusations. They were initially because no one had any answers, but we've had family, we've had photos, we have photo evidence of it for years. For years and years and years, we have photo evidence of it that's undeniable. And we have family members, close family members confirming it left and right. So I wouldn't say it was an accusation at this point.
Mm-hmm. Even in the court system, someone dies, they are no longer guilty if a trial was never held, though. So
there are flaws in the court system.
That not only that, you're allowed to feel that way. I can't dictate your morality, My morality doesn't follow the court system. If you want an example of this, if a person steals a loaf of bread to feed their family, yes, I think stealing is wrong and it is against the law, but they were doing it for a reason that I find admirable. So, like, so if your morality follows the court system, the judicial system, that is fine. That is your system. I don't find it that way. So no, I don't think. And also, like, let's be frank. There are historical figures who have died, and I don't think they're good people just because they died.
Yes, yes. Just
And I
because you
don't.
pass away, it doesn't give you like a free pass to all the stuff you did that was terrible in life.
Yeah. Uh. Sorry, I can't.
You're good.
Chris, I can't put the C term up here. Why don't you write that in my chat?
If we were in England, we could do it.
If anything he said was true, he could come back and defend himself if he wanted. LOL. Well, no, because he doesn't believe in human ghosts.
That's so
Only
funny. Oh my God.
demons. It is an accusation if you have receipts. I mean, it's still an accusation, but like, it's just not going to be proven in the court of law. But like, I don't know if it makes me feel icky. And I know I just said don't only go off of vibes, but like, as I said, if we remove the names from it, if you saw the situation happening in front of you, I wouldn't, it wouldn't sit like, it wouldn't sit well with me. So,
Well, my thought always is think of it as your own flesh and blood that this happened to. Like your own daughter, your own sister, your niece, like someone you know went through this.
mhm.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah. I guess in my belief system, it is highly disrespectful to speak ill of the dead. I personally didn't like Ed Warren, but I just find it wrong to speak ill if he isn't here to defend themselves. I mean,
Oh, define speaking ill.
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say it, but there was a certain, and I'm not, obviously, this is not a comparison, but this is like a hyperbolic example. There was a certain World War II leader that I don't speak highly of, and they're dead.
No, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
think pretty much everyone is on that boat.
Yeah.
Well, everyone we'd want to be associated with.
Unfortunately, some people are not.
Yeah, that
More
blows
and
my mind. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around that.
more increasingly.
Scary.
It's
Yes,
very
yes.
scary. If you were a non-blood relative in that house, you'd be Ed's mistress, allegedly. It's not only, yeah, it's, I'm not, and I didn't even say anything happened. I just say I find that like relationship inappropriate. That's what it comes down to. And like, even if we're not speaking, this is not fully true, but like, because I don't want to play devil's advocate, but like, I'm in a monogamous relationship. I like being in a monogamous relationship, so. Stevie, I was essayed and Ard. I do get it. Like I said, I don't like the man. I think it sucks. He wasn't put on trial when he was alive, but he is dead and can't speak up for himself. Exactly, but the person who is alive
Yeah,
was,
did
yeah,
speak up for herself.
yeah. And as I said, I understand where you're coming from, Gray, but I also think it is very important to, especially as women in society, look at actions of the past, especially of people who were in positions of power,
Mhm.
either have it be age or influence, and learn from there. And I
Mhm.
think to do
Yeah.
that, you need to criticize what it was.
I
So,
think I'm not sure. I need to see. I don't know who's saying this, but I missed the name. But anyways, I wanted to say that I really encourage you to watch the episode I will be dropping on New Year's Day,
mhm.
6 p.m. I'm going to try and drop it. I am covering this, and I am covering it in a way that's never been covered, like in a way that's never been done before. I'm covering all the same information, but I'm making it about perspective. I'm making it about looking at things of this specific situation in ways people don't readily think of. Like I haven't seen any other content creator approach it from this direction, and I think it's important that it is approached from this direction. So I do encourage you to watch that and see how you feel about it, because I get where you're coming from. I do.
Yeah,
I just like I'm with Joan here. I have this stance as a woman and
yeah.
as a supporter of women who have been victims. So
And that is to say, create, like, I'm very sorry that happened to you. That is very awful. I don't want to take away anything you feel about that. I think, unfortunately, many of us have been in a situation either similar or exactly that. And as someone who, in college, I was trained as an SA advocate. And so, like, a lot of like these talking points and things like that. And I maybe that's where my perspective is like, I have heard these horror stories coming from people that I love and respect dearly. And so, especially as someone who like one day plans on having my own children, I'm very wary of the world. And I think I look at people's actions because I want this place to be a safe place for my future children to grow up. And that includes like not just girls, but also like young men. Um, you know, if we look at the statistics of these crimes, it is mostly perpetrated by adult males who are repeat offenders. And that's, I think that's the thing, is we got to talk about the patterns. Because, and you know, unfortunately, not unfortunately, fuck that. It is this guy, it is Ed Warren that we're like speaking of as an example, but like there are other people even within, I'm not gonna say like this community, meaning like the debunking community, but like within the paranormal community that do similar things and are unsafe people. So I think looking at these unsafe characteristics within the community and going like, hey, I've seen this before, like lets us know when we should step in and protect other members of the community.
Agreed. Yeah, patterns are very they're very noticeable the more you look into it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna like remove, like I'm gonna move off this subject because I don't want it to be like triggering for anybody listening to this. I like want to have a good time and things like that. I know it's something that both Stevie and I feel very passionate about. I will say, if you need someone to talk to about this, when I post this, I'm going to put the number for RAIN, which is for people who have faced SA and R. It's resources, and if you call them, they will help you with the resources that are available within your area. I'm not sure if that works for anyone outside of the U.S., but it is a major one for the U.S. So let's talk about something different, just so we can get off of this. Just because, as I said, I don't want to upset people too
Agreed.
late. I'm so sorry, Julie. I'm so sorry if this was triggering. I didn't really mean that. But I think it's an important conversation, so I do appreciate you sticking around. Okay. You want to talk about copyright strikes? I feel like that's an easy win.
Yeah, we can do that.
You get any copyright strikes lately?
I'm shocked that I haven't. I really am shocked because I honestly believe the only reason I haven't is because Tony doesn't know how. I think
Yeah.
that's it. I think no one in their little group understands how to do that or what to do or the parameters of the rules and such. So I think that's the only reason I haven't been hit, because I do have like clips of their videos up and stuff, which I mean, again, it's the fair use thing. It's the argue back and forth. Is it fair use or is it copyright? And like, so yeah, but I'm kind of shocked I haven't.
So, as someone who's like very new in this sphere, in this like niche, I find this whole thing so interesting. Uh, uh, about the like reasoning behind it, like because let's be frank, it seems like a lot of these strikes going around, not just to like Beardo, but also real evidence, have been like trying to avoid critique, which like does seem to have the Streisand effect a lot of the time. It feels. Um, but also like on my free time, I watch commentary. Like that's I watch other people watching other people watching other people and talking about it.
I love that.
This would not fly in any other community. And I don't understand why, not that it flew here, but like I don't understand the attempt. Why wouldn't everyone just use each other to make content?
I can't, yeah, I can't either. I can't like wrap my mind around that either. I don't, so I see some of the content creators, like Side Eye Guy for one. He'll cover a channel, and he's actually really cool with some of the channels he covers, and he'll converse with them over what he covered, or their evidence that he called out or lack thereof, and they build on each other, and it's like this symbiotic relationship. And then you have people that don't get it, that are throwing the copyright strikes, and I just feel like it's a personality trait to have this want to bring this drama to the community. I don't know, like, it's just drama, because you have to know doing that is not going to just go over smoothly.
Yeah. And like Cree, I see what you're saying here with the AI mode, but like they still have to give the copyright strike first. So that the idea is like, I don't like what you're saying about me, so I'm going to use the copyright system, which is not how it works even. And
Yeah,
like,
because it usually gets pushed back.
yeah, and I feel like even if you feel like you are being harassed, there are other methods to like go about this. It's not the copyright. Like, you're just misusing it. But
Hmm.
like what I'm saying, and what Stevie is saying too, is that like, so for example, Chris, I'm gonna get your comment in a second. Uh, this is a made up scenario. Stevie does something, and then I make a podcast, and I go, "That's Stevie girl. She is ridiculous. Look at her and her obsession with the Warrens. Look at it. She's so obsessed." If Stevie was content brained, which maybe people just aren't content brained, she's not going to go, "Ugh, I hate that Joan criticized me." She's going to make a video and go, "Oh, I'm obsessed? Well, here's X, Y, and Z point. Also, you're obsessed with me." And then I'm going to go, "No, I'm not." And we're going to make videos back and forth. And it's a never ending chain of things.
And we're both benefiting.
Yeah. And
Views
we're
and
both
everything. Yeah.
and we're both getting viewers. There's this guy named Danny Gonzalez, and like years ago, I think like in the early 2010s, he made a song. It's like a joke parody song where it's called like "Someone Come Beef with Me." Which, speaking of which, Fear the Living says, Chris says, like, "I wish more people would trash this podcast. We gained so many subs. Do you want us to start trashing?" Do you want Stevie to start trashing? She's here.
Yeah.
Should I do it anyway?
I'm not very good at trashing.
Penguin Zero did a video telling the CEO off about the strike system, the AI mods' ability to strike and take down channels. It was really interesting, and he used Beardo and Mr. Gray as an example. Oh, that's really cool. I need to go check that out. I didn't know Moist Critical did that.
And they even said, like, the person who sent one of the copyright strikes said, I'm sorry, I can't remember names, but they were like, there's a screenshot of the comment where they said it was to teach them a lesson, as in teach Beardo a lesson,
Yeah,
or the
that's
debunkers, I guess.
that's also not how that goes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just
Like,
not how it works.
I mean, we're working in a field where science should be a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't understand why people get mad at science. I don't understand that.
Well, I mean, like the overall picture is like anti-intellectualism, as I was saying before. I I think it's so interesting because I think a lot of the paranormal community, and I mean, like debunkers and believers and all of them, I think they think that they're so niche that like they're not affected by things happening in the outside world. And like, I disagree. I think the paranormal is a highly social, like a social science. I think it says, like, I think the outside world has a big effect on how things react in the paranormal. And so, like, I had a point and now I can't remember. Oh, the anti-intellectualism. So I think the whole like, no, shut up, shush, 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 shush. That's part of it. We're seeing that reflected in other aspects as well. It's no, we definitely do, because like conspiracy theories and the paranormal have always been like hand in hand. And like, how many conspiracy theories are we seeing now just on TikTok? And you're like, that makes no sense. What if you think about that for 2 minutes?
Yeah.
It
Just
doesn't
use
make
your
any
brain a
sense.
little bit.
Yeah. Stevie is the co-host, Joe. That might that might be unprecedented, but that's the point. You start inner beef.
Yeah. We'll
That's what
start a movement.
That's what frenemies was all about. Don't end up like frenemies, but that was like frenemies. Okay. Should a debunker be able to clip and use part of a video that does not have clipping available? Is that a rule breaking? Why wouldn't they have clipping available?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that works, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I mean, I guess you shouldn't,
I
not
think,
from like a moral standpoint, but just from like a privacy, like just like that's like a courtesy thing.
hmm
Um, Maybe I should describe how I think of YouTube. So like now that I'm doing stuff on YouTube, um, essentially people are like your coworkers at a job, because like this is like a job hobby. Like I do stuff, but like it's a hobby for me. So like there are people who like sure like there's big CEOs and I'll never meet them. Like those are the head people who are working at YouTube. But like I have coworkers, and like these debunking people are coworkers. So like maybe you shouldn't do it just because it's like a pleasantry to a coworker. But like if you put it out there, it's able to get critiqued.
yeah, I feel like that too. Like it's like a unspoken rule of respect and like finding those lines and where not to cross.
Mm-hmm. It was about 2 weeks ago. Bad statement from YouTube CEO was his title. He didn't mention their names, but the situations were exactly what happened to Beardo and Mr. Guy. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll check it out. Florio says clipping isn't what people think it is. Um, do you mean us, Florio, or do you just mean in general? And I'm asking because I would like it clarified then.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Yeah. I'm saying I'm probably stupid and I would like to know what you're talking about. uh oh, Chris is such a bad person talking nonsense and lies all these channels. You know, Wayne. Wayne, come here. I got a secret. Don't tell anybody else. It's just between us. Did you hear Fear the Living Pod keeps his knives in rice? Did you hear that? And you know, like he never really specified. It might be cooked rice. He might just have it
Oh,
in cooked rice. Florio says clipping on YouTube is an ability to make a stitch on shorts. It's nothing to do with reactions or commentary. Oh, okay, okay.
okay.
That's fair. I was like, yeah, I don't know how you wouldn't be able to clip somebody.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel like I've seen it on the shorts part and then never anywhere else. That's why I wasn't fully familiar. Because I don't
yeah,
do a lot of shorts. I'm not good at this.
no, I'm not good at being witty in 2 minutes. I need a full
I know
hour
I
to
say
warm up.
yeah, I talk too much, too wordy. Like
Yeah.
TikTok, everyone's like, you need to be on TikTok. I'm like, I don't know how to do a couple minutes of content. I don't know what that is.
hmm Uh, Chris, I should also say to you, in Japanese superstition, if you have like a bowl of rice and you stick, like you can't stick chopsticks straight up because that's what they do to offer for like dead people. Like that's the offering. So it's like there's a lot of superstition with the Japanese dead that also have to do with food. Like there's a weird
Interesting.
amount of crossover with it. So yeah, you can't do that because that's how you would make an offering to a dead person. So if you just did that, they'd be like, "Huh, why would you do that?" Uh, Hell yeah, I've heard that. I love to stir fry things up. LOL. Yeah, wait, I don't know. That's weird. He's not even answering, so he might be gone. We're just making fun of him now. Yeah, remixing is the YouTube name for Stitch. Got it. Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, I guess like for harassment reasons, I understand not being able to stitch something. I don't understand not being able to clip something. YouTube has also been really weird since last year when they took away the dislike ratio, so that people like can't see it. I never really fully understood. And they're like, well, it's like bullying. I'm like, but you could still see it on the back end.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
Yeah. Da, da, da. The majority of stuff is copyright protected. Why do we even have the capabilities to copy, record, download things? Never got grief when I used to record the top 20 audio cassette. Yeah,
It comes
Napster.
funny.
Yeah, Napster ruined that for everybody. Uh, I'm saying it like I didn't download music off LimeWire like crazy when I was a kid. I mean, I never did that. Pirating is wrong. It told me at the beginning of the VHS every time. Uh, I don't know why people think that putting their content on a site that allows reactions and commentary and fair use, why their content would be protected from anyone. I agree.
Yeah.
Unless like you're trying to state that you are like if you're doing a full re-upload, no, you can't do that. Also, like yeah, I
Yeah, no full
People,
re-uploads, no plagiarism. Follow the normal rules.
well, the plagiarism thing doesn't even matter because like so many people get like spotted for like plagiarism now. I'm trying to be like really good at, not that I ever intend to, but like there are people who like bigger content creators. Internet Anarchist just got called out for plagiarizing videos, and like he was a bigger YouTube. Um, and then like H Bomber guy last year did that whole like hour-long video talking about like how no one cites their sources and everyone's plagiarizing each other. And I did find it really interesting. And like I know we've talked recently. I'm clearly not doing citations. Like I'm not doing APA. I'm not doing MLIA. I'm not doing Chicago. I'm not doing that, but I do put the links to where I found information in like a document and put it out. There are several channels that I've looked at now that like just straight up don't mention where they got their information from.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I always try to at least link where stuff came from.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, like I just try to like, yeah. Fair use is different than redistribution without changing it. Yes. Yeah. I can't be like, I'm actually the musical artist Prince, reincarnated from the grave. This is my music now. I should get stuff. LimeWire still exists, just saying. No, you're not saying that because that's pirating and that's wrong. I do not condone. You can't pirate. Bitlord, man, I was. I don't know what that means, but I did almost read it as a medieval peasant. Bitlord. Uh, if you're posting on YouTube, then reacting to channels on YouTube, you should be exempt from copyright. I don't think you should be exempt from copyright because there are people who like straight up like take like like several minute long clips and then don't talk about them.
Just what?
And yeah, like I like so TikTok's a better example of this. Like you can't just sit in a corner for like a 5 minute long video and go,
Yeah.
like they don't yeah they're reacting, but like literally just reacting. And I do think that like you are driving revenue away from a person if you do that. I think you should have to stop and discuss what you're seeing. um I see a lot of commentary as if like you're reading a book and you have to make notations in the book. So like you should be stopping and saying what you're thinking or what you're seeing. So like
Hmm.
that's at least how I go about it. I know I'm not the best at reaction right now, but like think about it, like I would think every piece of media is a notation I need to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the AI mod might act differently if you cite in your descriptions? I don't know. As far as I'm understanding, the AI mods are not really looking for plagiarism right now. They're more looking for more AI content on YouTube because there's a whole issue with just straight up like AI slop channels.
Mhm. I
Um,
know that they go after the music too a lot. Like if you use copyrighted music, you'll get flagged super quick.
yeah. Music's been a problem. It's even a problem on TikTok.
Hmm.
Yeah, most people don't put links. I always put a reference doc for my deep dives for commentary reaction. No, like if I react to something, I try to link what I've reacted to. So I mostly just
Hmm.
do reactions on live streams, but I'll leave a link and I try to shout out who did it. People understand, but just want to cause havoc. I feel Florio. Yeah, that's pretty normal. What about people who video live concerts and post them on YouTube? Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, the quality's probably not the greatest, but at the same time, it's still their intellectual property. So yeah, because you can't comment during the concert. I mean, you could, but you'd be yelling over the. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I hate to say it when it comes down to it, it's like money. So if those people are
It
watching
is.
it on YouTube, they probably couldn't afford to go to the concert to begin with, and that's why they're watching it.
Hmm.
I think there's a difference between you taking a video on your phone of a concert and then taking like a professionally made like drone shots of a concert and putting it up and saying you made that.
Yeah, and
I
then
do think
YouTube
that's different.
will. Yeah, YouTube will not let you monetize it if it's someone else's like music and stuff. They'll flag it.
Yeah. Yeah. What debunkers do is fair use as we stop and yes, no, and you re I want you to remaster the work. That's not what it's called. But like you you made the work different. The work has now changed because you have added notations and commentary into it. That might be an issue. You might be an issue. Don't come at me. I don't actually know what you're talking about right now. JP versus AJ fight was on 25 plus channels that I know of. Isn't that copyright? It actually is. That one was, and people have been taken to court over that.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's also because that was behind a paywall.
Yeah, like, that's right. It was.
Yeah. Been lurking. It's a very interesting conversation. Thanks, Tina Girl, for showing up. Have fun lurking. Lurky, lurky, look at turkey. That's not a thing. I just made that up and it was really bad. Put that away.
I love it.
A lot of people don't understand fair use, Chris. That's the reality. Most people don't realize the majority are brain rotted. I think they don't understand fair use. I also think that fair use is being rewritten right now as we speak. There are certain people in certain aspects of YouTube who made precedented law about fair use on YouTube and are now becoming the villain that they sought to fight in the beginning. And now they're suing people for their stuff. And that's all I'll say about that, because I feel like that gets into the weeds about certain things that have nothing to do with the paranormal. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. Recording a concert isn't fair use, so that breaks copyright. Yeah. I'm having to edit a song to be able to play it on YouTube at the moment. Got to be careful what I do. Yeah, the other issue with music is sometimes it's not even the artist doing it. The companies will buy the song and they'll just copyright claim it for the artist. And some YouTubers too, that will happen. And this is the thing that like they usually get fought and stuff like that, or like they just take it down because of whatever. But sometimes companies will just copyright claim and then go to the artist and go, look, we already copyright claimed it for you. You should hire us. And it's like,
that's wild.
No. Yeah. Well, no, because like people will be like, I got explicit use from the artist. And the artist is like, I don't know. I'm not doing it.
Wow.
Yeah. Hi, Sage Rat. Now the music industry is different beast, to be honest, and not worth fighting them. Yeah, it truly is. I would be willing to bet that none of them had even registered or paid for copyright license on their video anyhow. Well, one did, but there's still an argument. Even if you do, you should be able to make commentary on it. I understand that like people don't do it with like Disney and stuff because they have lawyers. They will take you to court. But like, yeah, Joe Schmo or whatever, I should be able to like look at his video and make a comment about it. But it also doesn't matter. That's not like me making a comment on it, and if you don't like the comment, is like more what we're talking about, and that's not how fair use works.
Yeah.
It's like it's not going to be a good place for YouTube if I can't look at anything because I'm afraid I might say something that could be considered. Okay, I want to say this the right way. I was going to say considered offensive, but like I also don't think you should just be saying offensive things. But like, yeah, I said it in my debunking episode that like it's okay to like make comments about like it. Just, did I say that? I had an idea. I'm sorry. Go on, Stevie. I've been talking.
No, you're totally good.
But oh, like you're just louder in your own echo chamber. That's what I said. You're just the loudest one. I think having some pushback is good. Oh, and you can't get upset with people just because you don't like their argumentation. If they're making valid points, first off, that's not copyright. They're still making points. Just because you disagree with it, that's fair. But then you know what you should do? You know what's going to make you so much more money? Is if you go and you make a video telling them how you don't
on it. Yeah.
Be like, I don't like how you talk to me.
Exactly. And then you'll have your whole video that people watch and they can agree or disagree and you get the views and you boost your channel. Like, come on, use your brain.
Yeah. Yeah, Stevie says fair use is a law though, and you will win in court if you properly follow the law. But it's about how much money you are willing to spend on lawyers. That's the thing, and that's why people don't fight Disney.
Hmm.
It's why they don't fight like Warner Brothers or like the big media companies because that's they will take you to court. The whole copyright system is a lot of playing chicken amongst people who are not actually going to get lawyers, and you
Hmm.
kind of just hope that like you go, hey, that's mine, and the person goes, my bad, and they take it down.
Yep.
Like that's the hope, or like you're like, ooh, give me 50% of that revenue you made, tee haha. But yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's not worth it really in the end.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, Stevie's here too. LOL. Yeah, she's been here the whole time. Wow. Doesn't even recognize his own co-host. That's embarrassing.
I mean, it has been a while, to be fair.
Yeah. Defend yourself in a response video and bam, free advertising. Oh, exactly. Love me,
Yes.
hate me, you're still talking about me. Though I would
Yeah.
prefer if people only said nice things about like everyone does, but please only say nice things about me.
Mhm.
Yeah. I haven't gotten into any drama, knock on wood, on my time here, even with my big opinions, I feel, but I it's mostly for my husband's sake. Because sometimes I'm like, can you believe so and so is doing this online and just running their mouths all around? And he goes, yeah, and I'm like, one time I watched a tiff. I'll say it wasn't like a real argument. I watched a tiff between my mother-in-law and father-in-law. And that's when I realized my husband did not fall far from the father-in-law tree. He might still be attached because she was like, "Isn't this weird?" And he was like, "Yeah, I don't really care." And she's like, "But isn't it like weird?" And he's like, different strokes for different folks. And I'm like, "Hold on, I got it." Mother-in-law, yes, that is weird. I agree. Father-in-law, she just wants you to say it's weird. Just say it's weird.
I love
And I was like,
it.
and my husband's like, I don't know. I just think people are different. I was like, this is the problem. I've had this argument with you. Yeah. Uh, I want to hear what Joan thinks much more than so many other people online. Oh, no, you don't. That's not true. I should say that as I have a podcast where I talk. Um, I think the world is a very scary place, and I react mostly with anxiety to everything.
Yeah, mine's humor with anxiety underneath.
Yeah. Oh no, you have to make it funny because then
Yes.
if you don't make it funny, you're just complaining. And who wants to hear that?
True.
Is that inner misogyny? Is that internalized misogyny? Maybe a little bit. Oh my god. So I'm doing research for a episode, and I have to talk about um gender division in a third world country, and I'm like so not excited about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, because as I said, I think the paranormal is very much a reflection of the state of the world. So I'm talking about, I guess, like the best way to describe it is like a cryptid creature,
Okay.
but like this creature is made by a person being mistreated, specifically a woman being mistreated, and then like passing away. Um, so like then you got to talk about it, and I'm just like, how do I like not sound preachy? Because I think that's the other thing is like I'm very understanding that I'm a white woman in a Western country and I come from a place of privilege, but like also there's misogyny and patriarchy here too. So it's not like I'm much better. But yeah, coming at it from that angle was very interesting. I was like talking to my husband about it, and I was like, yeah, it, and like you have to look up U.S. laws just to be like, hey, see, we're not that great, guys. uh, let's see. Stuff like this is the reason why I don't really put my music online. It's not worth stealing, though. Yeah, I totally get that too. Uh, Mine is 100% anxiety. I didn't even think people thought I was joking anytime. I'm just being serious and people are laughing. We're not laughing at you. Not at all.
It's only because we understand.
Have you tried saying it in a less jokey tone? Uh, Julie says you preachy, and I'm assuming you're being highly sarcastic. And yeah, no, I understand, but also I made a platform for me to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. If you don't want to know my answer to the question, don't ask the question.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It can't be whatever. I I I I don't want to say this sounds bad. I don't want to say that I am preachy though. I think I speak with what to other people sounds like confidence. But I am faking it till I make it. I am very unsure about everything, and
I
I'm
feel
willing so quickly to be told I'm wrong, so then I can like go, okay, what can I do differently? There are some things I have hard stances about, but like, yeah. And
Mhm.
also, Julie, in my defense, I claimed I was on a soapbox, and then I got off of it, and I said, wait, hold on, I'm not done, and I got back on it. Okay. Yeah. Would you like to keep going? I know, like I said, like usually I do it about an hour, but if I'm good, if you're good,
An
so
hour is good for me.
okay. So we're coming up on that. That being said, anyone, if you have questions, get them in now. We'll do a couple of questions before we go, and if there's no questions, we'll head out. The question I have for you: is there anything that we should be looking out for?
Yes. Tomorrow. I finally finished the video. It's very short and very sweet, but it's very good. Another debunking video of a Warren occult item, another museum item. It was on tour. It was on the Devils on the Run tour, and it is currently in the museum being talked about, I'm sure, because it was
Yeah.
on tour. But I debunked it. Well, I personally believed I debunked it. My evidence, it's evidence. It's not proof per
Okay.
se, but you'll
Mm-hmm.
see. And I
Okay.
think people will really like it. And then Thursday, I will be discussing Judith Penny finally.
Okay.
And then my goal after that is to try and do weekly and then have lives after to discuss episodes that dropped.
Ooh, that'll be fun. I like a discussion room after.
I have so much coming too because I've done so much writing. Like all this time, I can sit and write, but I can't record. So like the energy is just not there for the recording. So I just sit down on my couch in my comfy blanket and I write. And so I have like 5 or 6 episodes fully written and ready to go, and 2 recorded.
Nice. That is so. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'll pull that back up. Kiwi says soap boxes are fun. Yeah, mine are scented. Evidence is good. All these things are good. Kiwi, I like Kiwi. I like your vibe tonight. It's fun. It's good. I like it. Okay. That being said, I don't think we have any other questions. So just before we go, I'm trying to get into the YouTuber grind. So everyone does a call for action. So if you have liked this stream, first off, if you're here right now and you have not liked this stream, you are freeloading. That's rude. This is a rent. You gotta pay rent, and you pay rent in your likes and your comments. So I first off pay your rent. Thank you. And then wait, we do have a question. Before we go. Okay, Stevie, why haven't you signed the NDA for Fear the Living podcast? I'm her lawyer. I have not looked over this yet. I'm not really her lawyer. That's a joke. Before someone, one, asks me for legal advice, and then two, claims I'm impersonating a lawyer. I'm sorry, Stevie. You should answer that question.
I don't have a good answer because you didn't send it to the right email.
Yeah, she pleads the fifth.
I just signed an NDA that I can't talk about. Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, I missed the whole thing. It's okay. This will be back up later as
Team
well.
rewatch.
I paid rent. Thank you for paying your rent. I enjoy this. I'm not sure where I am. Hopefully at home. Do you need help? Can I help you? Fun little hangout. Hit the like button and comment afterwards, please. Dude, that is your rent. Hitting the like button is
Th-
fun. It is fun. Thank you, Kiwi. It is fun and it is good. We like
I love
that.
it.
Good job. I've already liked the stream. Thank you for paying your rent,
Yeah.
Wayne. Your rent, Wayne.
Wait, March likes.
Near death acceptance.
Yeah.
Me? Sure. Oh, the NDA. Oops. I was like, what? I mean, yeah. Paid the outrageous rent fee for listening to this. Hey, don't make any comments about it or I'll raise the rent on you. I'll
That's
make you like
amazing.
it
I love it.
twice. Oh, I sent it using Proton. Okay.
Yeah.
They usually hung federal level. Proton? What's Proton?
I'll have to explain what proton mail is to
Okay.
you.
I was like, what? Like,
That's why I didn't get it.
like a proton, a neutron, the nucleus, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. What are we talking about?
I love it. My face hurts.
Went. Yeah, I don't know. I think I ate something.
Sage rat.
Whoa, went. I think I ate something. My tongue's a little bit swollen. Also, I just say things stupid sometimes. Rent
Same,
paid. Thank you, Tina girl. I appreciate it. I tickled the like button and it turned white. Mmm. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. My face.
Welcome. Check us in the post. Thank you. Thank you, and I appreciate it. And also, you should go to bed. Based on your spelling, it's too late. You should go to sleep. Okay. So that being said, just about the security of home. Did you pay your rent? Pay the rent. It's one like. If you want to forego rent for next month, you can pay the security deposit, which is sharing this. You just click the share button. That's part of it. Pretend you're forwarding the rent.
It's amazing. I love it.
Sage deals with a bike accident happened. Okay. So that being said, it does sound Journey Julie, and I think that might be the point. This is after hours for all of us. I mean, unless you're in Australia, then it's first thing in the morning and you can't. This is not for children. Sounds like the wine was good. I didn't
Second
even
time?
finish it. Wait?
The second one?
The second one? Oh yeah. So my brother-in-law's girlfriend bought a bottle of wine for Thanksgiving, and it was supposed I like a cab, like a Cabernet. And that's what it said. And then I tried it and it was so sweet. And I was like, ugh. So my husband, I was like, hey, hubby, can I have a glass of wine before we do this? And he's like, sure, anything you want, babe. He didn't say that. He said, okay. So he gets me a glass of wine and I'm making a face. And I'm like, thanks. Because I knew what wine it was too. And he's like, okay. And he goes up, he's like, well, I'm having a glass of it too. And I said, cool, thank you. And he goes and he comes down as Stevie and I are talking and he goes, that wine tastes so bad. Do you want a different one? And I was like, yes, I do. I didn't even sip the first one because I was like, oh, it was so stinky. It like smells like sweet wine too. It was really bad. Good to see you both having fun. Nice way to have a fun evening. It was really great. You know, Stevie's always welcome back on. I do think Chris will get jealous though of this relationship. So either we have to invite him on or we need to go on for the living together.
There we go. And thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. I'm inviting you to the party. Sounds like the wine was good. It was not good. I need a sugar daddy. Sheesh. I wouldn't say he's a sugar daddy. That's so mean. He's a lovely man. A sugar daddy, no. I think I also laugh at that because to me, in my mind, sugar daddies are older. And he's literally like a week younger than me. Like my birthday's June 29th, his is July 6th. Like I'm like, he can't be a sugar daddy. Also, I know where he works. We do taxes together. He's not a sugar daddy. Wine with the wine? Duh. Otherwise, you're just crying. Did you hear some flowers, Stevie? Poor Chris. Oh, he's not that poor. We're having Joan. A lot, I predict. Ooh. Shame is miss most of it, but you two have good energy. We talked about some deep topics at the start. I might edit those with a trigger warning later. We all need a sugar daddy. That's true. You know what? I also need a sugar daddy. Not Chris. I meant I'll pay this rent. Oh, to pay the rent, you need to like. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's rude. That's awful of me. A sugar daddy would get the wine right the first time. Sugar daddy would buy me the wine. It wouldn't have to come from my brother-in-law's girlfriend. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just keeping you.
No, you're good. You're totally good.
Irish.
This has been so much fun.
I'm so glad. As I've mentioned, Stevie and I have done this before. Stay on, Stevie. Do not leave after I say goodbye. But that being said, once again, my last YouTube thing. Here at Ladies Fright, I know I asked you to pay rent. Some of you complain that rent is high. I understand. Times are hard. So, here at Ladies Fright, I will offer you 10%. Yes, you will get 10%, and you will become 10%. 10% of what? What? You could become 10% more glowing. You could become 10% better at running a mile. You could also become 10% more likely to shake hands with a demon in the Warrens Occult Museum. But you will not know until you have either liked, comment, or subscribed. If you do all three of those things, it's 30%. It builds on itself. So, that being said, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great night. Be safe. Bye. Oh, Stevie. Okay. You could become 10% more confused, but you won't know. Bye.
Bye.